Alright, this is it. The Virtuoso was merely a prototype, a test, a charade. It was all leading to this, the Indomitable. Welcome to BD2 Custom Builds. How's it going, guys? It's Red, and today we're doing another Bravely build. So for the start of the BD2 builds, we covered the Virtuoso, which was a Phantom Pictomancer that can take a lot of actions without letting the enemy have a chance to retaliate. However, it wasn't truly infinite. This build, however, is. Yes, this is an actual infinite turn build that doesn't just loop itself pointlessly. Some of you might already know where this build is going, and there's a good chance you're right. But enough delay. Let's find out if you are correct about the Indomitable. Right after you hit the like and subscribe buttons. There's no escape, this is the norm now. Plus you're helping the channel immensely when you do it, so thank you. Alright, now to the build. This is one of those occasions where the build doesn't have a lot of variation you can do because it's quite reliant on what I'll be detailing here. So, the Indomitable is a Brave Bearer with Bard as secondary. The abilities you want to equip are MP Saver, MP Regen, Solar Powered, although you may need to swap it for Lunar Powered if it's nighttime, Counter Savvy, and Indiscriminate Rage. Equipment also matters in this build. You're going to need the Gold Hairpin and Fairy Glow Charm at the minimum. And if you want to make this build truly degenerate, use the Gaybolg Spear. Alright, so what's the deal with this build? What makes it so indomitable? And what does it do? Well, it's actually super simple. What we have here is another attack-focused build, like the Mystic Warrior I just did. All you have to do is Brave, then use your attack action, and follow it up with Shut Up and Dance from the Bard, so you can act again immediately after, and thusly repeat. But Red, you can't Brave every turn, you'll go into the negatives and be unable to act. That's why we have Brave Bearer equipped. The second specialty, Adrenaline, gives you 1 BP every turn. But then there's also the issue of MP. Shut Up and Dance costs 194 for each cast, nearly a fifth of the maximum MP a character can have. Now, as a Brave Bearer main, you will more than likely have this amount of MP, or at least around it. For my math, I assumed the build had 900. Solar Powered and MP Regen give you a total 9% MP regen every turn, which is 81 assuming, again, a pool of 900, while MP Saver, Gold Hairpin, and Fairy Glow Charm give you a smacking 65% MP cost reduction. So, 65% of Shut Up and Dance's cost is 126, take that from 194 and we get 68 MP. If we take that away from the regenerated mana, we have an extra 13 left over every turn. So we get MP to spare and can continue this loop for as long as we want. We also have Counter Savvy on to give 100% avoidance to any physical counters we might activate from using an attack or a Bard buff, and Indiscriminate Rage to hit all enemies with every attack instead of one at a time. And its downside means nothing because our turn is always coming around thanks to Shut Up and Dance, so the delay from Indiscriminate Rage doesn't affect us. But let's not forget about that extra 13 MP. Because we're regenerating more MP than we use, that means we can slip out of the loop once in a while and do something more spicy than just a normal attack. You can afford to use stuff like the gravity moves to absolutely slap the enemy with HP proportional damage. And don't forget, the MP reduction will apply to those moves too. Giga Gravity will only cost 44 MP. You can get that back in 4 turns. Or maybe you loop yourself with the Bard's Hurt So Bad spell for a few turns, bumping up your physical attack, and only expending a single extra point of MP per turn. That's right, 1 MP loss per turn with Hurt So Bad. And once more I say, this is only if you have 900 MP. You'll have even more extra should your MP pool be higher, which as a Brave Bearer it can reach the max amount, 999. Now, there is a way to make this build even stronger, but you need a specific weapon to do so. Gaybolg is an interesting little spear that has a special effect when used. Spirit Surge from the Dragoon. Spirit Surge is an attack that returns health and MP proportional to the damage you do. Well then. Now you may be able to cut out the gold hairpin for a ribbon so that most status effects won't even touch you, and use a vaccine as your second accessory to make it so Contagion can't touch your mana bar. Now, you just go to the item tab, use Gaybolg's effect, and then cast Shut Up and Dance on yourself as normal. You heal, you regen MP, and your turn never ends. GG ladies and gents, I've beaten Bravely Default 2. So, is this infinite turn build worthy of the title of Indomitable? Being able to hit everything and never even letting your opponent have the chance to act? And even if they should resist you, their feeble blows will simply be ignored? because I think it's earned it. Anyhow, that's the Indomitable. I had fun making this one, and I like it a bit more than the previous Mystic Warrior build, honestly, which I should address. I misunderstood how Moonlighting worked. That's my bad. Just switch Oracle for the main class and Swordmaster for secondary, and it will work just fine. But what did you think of this one? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.